to the CurbTalks Podcast. We on the curb today. If your butt hurt, stand up, stretch, sit down. Let's get straight to it.
We are back. Season 4, episode 1. We back. And we got a new special guest with us. Go ahead and introduce yourself, brother.
Yo, it's Abdullah, founder of DulHussle, co-founder of Plug Walk Apparel.
We got a returning guest.
I'll say, what should I even attach to my name, bro?
I don't even know.
What don't you do, bro?
What don't you do?
Bro, I'm a
Corporate Ose.
I'm a student.
Corporate Ose.
Billboard Ose.
Billboard Ose. New York Times.
Chill.
Times Square.
Barber, founder of Ose Visuals. Yeah.
There we go. We're going to get right into it, bro. Dude, what's going on with you, bro? How you feeling?
I'm glad we finally got everything working now. Hopefully.
If y'all don't know, we had crazy time.
Behind the scenes, well, listen, we supposed to start this 2 hours ago.
We were.
But
I was a little late too, though. I'm not going to lie.
You was late. We was still late.
Yeah, I didn't even know that, bro.
Everything happened perfect timing, bro. We here with it now, bro. Let's just get straight into it, bro. So you basically sell shoes, bro. Like what? Talk to me about how you got started. Like what made you want to start DulHussle?
It was like in I should say it was in high school. It was in 11th grade for real. First of all, I didn't have no J's until high school. So I had never bought no Jordans until I went to high school. My parents say never bought me no Jordans until
I think the same story. I had like Son of Mars in like 6th grade, but like
what? Son of what?
That don't count.
Son of Mars is crazy. Son of Mars doesn't count.
Exactly.
Son of Mars.
That's when they first came out, though.
If you had Son of Mars,
I'm not gonna lie. I left water school that day. I was looking.
If you had Son of
They
Mars,
just came out.
He's faking, but like timing means everything, bro. You know what those were at that time.
Yeah,
At that time, Son of Mars was crazy. It was like 6.
So this is like your 4th grade year.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
I wasn't even thinking about Jordans around that time.
Yeah.
I ain't had no, bro. Jordans. My first pair of Jordans might have been junior year of high school, bro. My parents was not buying me that Jordan. Like they said, because Jordans back then, that's back when Jordans was like 150. You could really get them just like
180. If they're 159, I would have endless pairs.
Endless pairs.
Okay, I ain't had no Jordans growing up, right? But then like my cousin, she was like a shoe head, and you know when you a kid, you wear the same shoe size as my girl.
Yeah.
So she gifted me like her pair of true blue 3s when I was like
That's true.
grade.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, true blue things. Like I was in like 7th grade, 7th grade.
Here's the thing though, that was my only pair of shoes. I wore them
It don't matter, bro.
I wore them drinks in the woods, bro.
In the woods.
And then back when I forgot the name of them nines, bro. They're white and then got the black Jane on the back and then red Jordan sign, bro. White nines, bro. And I had them.
I know what you mean, like white and black.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking
and
about.
I bought them drinks like in like 4th grade or something like that. And then I bust them drinks. Here's the thing about being African, one kid, one pair of shoes, bro. You gonna wear them drinks every day.
Every day.
Yeah, my Son of Mars OC yellow.
See?
OC yellow.
They also turned into the cutting grass shoes like a couple years ago.
I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. Middle school was a dark time. Bro. I remember I went to this one outlet, right? We went to like this, like the Jordan joint. No, it was a Nike outlet, but they had Jordan shoes.
Right.
Bro.
Flights?
It wasn't even flights, bro. The Jordans were like called Jordan Aeromania, bro.
What?
Aeromania.
I didn't even know how to describe the joints, bro. If y'all search that, I don't know if you can find it, but it was like black, bro. And I was in the shoes every single day. I had no other shoes. Like my parents were not buying me no other shoes. Like back then, it was like you only need one pair. You're locked in. You can see it.
They're all pieces are
Yeah,
wide.
Hey, yo.
The joints was wild, bro. I'm telling you, I was stepping to school with them joints.
It was like 4 posits or
no,
something.
like worse than Broncos, bro.
That is the FOB starter packet right there. That's the FOB starter
It
packet.
was bad. It was bad. So listen, I know that struggle. But anyway, you said you ain't really have Jordans to like high school. So like, what? Keep talking more about that. Like, what made you want to keep going?
So when I was entering the 12th grade, I knew I wanted some. When I was entering the 11th grade, I knew I wanted some shoes for. And mind you, it's not just me, it's me and my brother. I didn't want to put that weight on my mom or dad's head, like, because at that time, Brentol was going for like $600.
He didn't tell you, he had a twin.
Yeah, I told him that.
Hey,
we were talking, yeah.
So yeah, I got a twin. So whenever I get, you gotta double it all the time because
that's how it was for like me and Junior.
So I was like,
wanted to separate us.
I had to lock in. I had started work as soon as I turned 15 and 9 months. I started applying everywhere, and I got the job at Wendy's right across from Rose.
Okay.
So, and I hated working there, bro, because like when you was in high school and it was Rose versus Flowers or Rose versus
After
something.
the game,
everybody rushed Wendy's. Like I'm over here about Wendy's uniform. Like
everybody knows you don't work fast food by anybody you know, bro. You gotta be in the cut.
Don't go to the Visa Gardens.
I needed that.
You gotta be in the cut.
I was not traveling to no distant city to get some money. Nah, I could not do that. So yeah, I got the job. Saved up. Swear to God, I saved up first 2 paychecks. I got hired in July, so I saved up first 2 paychecks. Cashed out, got some bread toast.
How crazy!
Look, that's actually crazy.
So got some bread toast as my first shoe. But mind you, I had this little era I was going through where I didn't know my exact shoe size. So I had got the bread toes in an 11, but my true toe is a 9. So I was walking. I was just walking.
You know, we go with that mindset of buying shoes to make it last a long time.
Yeah.
So now we don't do that nowadays.
No, you can't.
I see this tweet. I think it's a tweet. African kids with the fat suits. They're not putting you like fat,
You're like, I get something to actually my size. You're like, no, you have to get bigger ones.
So you can grow into it.
Yeah, grow into it. Nah,
you're not doing that. Can't happen. Damn. So bread toes was the first pair.
Yeah, that's crazy. That was crazy, bro. What was your second shoe after bread toes?
It was some like 12, but it was like some GR 12. It was like some Air Jordan 12 black and pink lows. Some 12 lows.
So you was rocking bread
toes?
Huh?
Are those a donut?
No. They were cheap. They were
so you was rocking bread toes. What was your brother rocking?
Shadows. The shadow ones.
Okay. So what did his size like fit or not?
His size fit. Yeah, his size fit. He got the 8.5.
So y'all was both working at Wendy's or what?
Nah, actually, I think I had saved up
enough for both of you.
Both of our pairs, but he chipped in like I only added like $100 on his. He paid for everything else.
So what guy?
Yeah, right. That's a true brother right there.
But I ended up selling them. My bread toes.
Was that the start of you selling shoes or what?
That was the start of me selling shoes for real. Especially them 12s, because I think the bread toes I had sold them on like offer up. But them 12s I actually sold them like used on Go. That's when I started figuring out how like shit worked. I was like, okay. I was like, and I don't think I bought my 12s though. I think I bought it, but I bought it for like a way discounted price, like a Nike outlet.
Right.
Okay.
So I bought them for the same price that I sold them for.
12s and Nike outlet is wild.
Yeah, those you got lucky.
Back in the day, that's how life was. It's people like him that run the market.
Yeah. Hey, we gonna get there. We
gonna get there, man. But all right, so you got the bread toes, right? Was that like did that just feel some sort of hunger for shoes? Like when it comes to did you like? I know you sell shoes now, but do you think it was like a passion? Like you always liked shoes, you just never were able to get them, or you think it was just like once you got those bread toes, like nah, I like shoes. Like this is something I want to keep going with.
Well, when I got the bread toes, I mean, I liked it, but I liked it for the fact that I just never had a pair before.
Right? Yeah.
Not for the fact that I love the shoe, like I love the design, I love all of that. No. Because I got a bunch of ones that's just different colors, stuff like that. But for the real reason I started selling shoes is because it was just easy. Like you buy a shoe, sell it. You bought it for $100, you sell it for like even if it's $150, $200.
It's profit.
Profit, yeah. And I was just thinking about the profit at that time.
So when did it click for you? Like when did you realize like, oh, I can realize this as a business?
Probably like a month later. That's when the green. Forgot the name of it, but it was Core Purples and it was the other. They both came out the same day.
Oh,
yeah, 1.0s though.
Yeah,
and I had went up to like a mall nearby, signed up for a raffle, and then that was at that time it wasn't an online raffle, so you really had to go up to the store, sign your name, and they would give you a call.
Yeah.
So as I'm like signing my name, leave out, get in the car. Mind you, I was doing all of this, and I was like, I didn't have a license yet. I was just driving on the permit. So I drove up to the mall, signed up, went back in the car, was about to leave. Then I got the call that I wanted to shoot. So I'm over here, I was like, call my brother. I was like, Alpha, I want to shoot. He's like, for real? And that's, mind you, at that time, he had started working too. So he had to step to the side. He worked at KFC. He stepped to the side. He was like, real? So I got the shoe, pulled up to his job, and I was like, look at it, geek up for that shoe. And mind you, at the time, that joint was really going for like $350, and I had just bought it. Retail at that time was $160, so I was like, yeah, that was a big come up.
Yeah. So did you keep it for yourself, or did you sell it?
Nah, I sold it because it was an 8.5.
All right, bro. So
Yeah.
Is there every time you buy shoes like, nah, I think I'm gonna keep this one?
I think I had an era where it was like every release in 2021, I had kept a pair of my size. And it's either I wore it, but if I didn't wear it, I still have like a size 9 or 9.5 put to the side for me if I wanted to wear it.
Yeah.
Not like the big stuff though, but as far as like 1s and 4s, I definitely kept a pair for myself.
Right.
So do you sell enough shoes for where you're wearing shoes for free? Basically? Like your profits cover, like you basically wearing shoes for free.
But the thing is, you gotta think about it. When I buy a shoe, I'm buying it for retail. So if I put it on my feet, like I put these on my feet, retail is $100.
Right.
So if I wear it, I can still sell it for like 160 used, 170 used. So if you're talking about some 4s, buy 4s for $200. People still buy used 4s for $300, $350.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So I think it levers out. As far as if I'm wearing shoes for free, nah, because I definitely put in some money for some shoes. I'm not gonna lie. And some shoes I did not get for retail. I had to pay that bread.
That makes a lot of sense. So talk more about like the whole shoe reselling thing. Like obviously you say you sold a pair, right? And then there's like different avenues to sell shoes, right? So how did you figure out, all right, but this is going to be the way I sell shoes? Was it like I'm going to be selling grails? You know, people do grails, some people do Depop, some people do different types of things. What made you figure out how did you figure out your lane, how you was going to sell your shoes?
Well, when I sell shoes, first of all, when I was selling shoes, I actually didn't make the DulHussle page until I was like 5 months in selling shoes. So at that point, I was just selling on OfferUp. I was selling to straight to go. I was selling straight to StockX. And those things are cool to learn and stuff, but you gotta think about it like someone is on the other side of their phone paying $350 plus shipping, and you're selling it to go for them to take a 20% profit out.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, at that point, I'm not really messing with it. That's when I started to figure out about OfferUp. Like back then, when OfferUp was popping and people was on OfferUp, it wasn't even like people like our age. It was people like old heads, rolling the
That's back when OfferUp was like honest.
Yeah.
The scammers ain't over OfferUp back then. OfferUp not tough no more.
Boy, run off. OfferUp or run.
But the smart thing that I would do was, since I was so young, I was a little bit smart. So I would have them meet me at the police station. I would be like, but I wouldn't tell them it's the police station. I would just send them the address, and they would just pull up right there. I would be parked on the curb.
Confused when they pull
up.
Anybody ever pull up like, no, bro?
No, people definitely pulled up and was like, hey, bro.
Anybody ever like pulled up and just left because they couldn't get a mission plan, bro?
Never. But one dude, no, I'm not gonna lie. A couple dudes put up there was like, come on, bro, I got expired tags. Like, bro, I got nothing. It's like, no police gonna walk out there. I had one dude parked down the street, walked up, and it was like, yeah, I can't bring my car around here.
Can't be too safe, huh?
That is crazy.
Wow. So how did you progress? Do you still do that? Like, what is your method now? Like, how did you over the years? Like, how did you get smarter with it?
Well, first of all, I started using like social media more. I think I still to this day still sell on OfferUp, but I think as far as like how I grew my page and grew like my name out there, it was TikTok and Instagram. And as far as like friends, like people like me and OC is around the same age, so if a nigga needed a shoe, OC would be like, I'm not gonna lie, dude might have it, or like my man sells shoes. Yeah. If it's not me, it'll be him. Yeah. For me, so I was just like, that's cool though. So it's like word of mouth for us. Yeah. As far as like, if I know someone that want to be on the podcast and try and get their name out there, we'd be like, go do my man's podcast.
Right.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it works. I feel like, especially now in the DMV, so many people are creators, bro. So many people are doing something. So many people are entrepreneurs. So it's like, especially when it's close friends, bro, you can just easily plug your mans. And I feel like that's something we got to do more. Like,
but some people are envious.
Right.
People don't understand the power of like word of mouth, though, right? Like, because at the end of the day, for every single thing we do in this life, all it takes is a cosign, bro.
Right.
Like, it takes one person to say that this person is valid for everybody. All right, bet, let me lock in.
Yeah, I think me and Mike, we were just talking about that the other day. Like, a lot of times, bro, people will mess with you. People will actually really fuck with your shit, but they're not going to do nothing until they see other people.
You have to be a trend.
Exactly.
The only way to make your man a trend is for you to talk about him and make him a trend.
Nah, definitely.
Exactly.
I agree with that. Because definitely when I was selling shoes, I was always selling like one person, adults, kid, like people that had kids. But then once like people from like school started buying from me, they were like, "Oh yeah, he's legit." Because once you see a shoe plug, I'm not gonna lie, people put it in the DMV where it's like a bad name to be a shoe plug because you would automatically think he sell fakes. He get his shit from Alibaba.
You came up in the food era though.
So you did.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I definitely got like some food stuff. I'm like,
so it's like it's hard, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, he's the one who taught me about all the food drinks, bro. Like, he literally put like, all right, like, bro. He literally told me like, all right, if somebody has a brand new dead stock shoe that came out 5 years ago, what's the logical explanation for them being able to sell it right now 5 years later?
Exactly.
And sometimes the prices too, they be selling that. It's like, how are you
selling
that?
If you're not a shoe 5 years ago that goes for like $600,
right,
and you're selling it for $250.
Yeah, sometimes don't be adding up sometimes.
Like, he literally made me like he destroyed the whole entire shoe game thing for me. I was like, bro, I'm like,
right. And then what be messing people's head up about that? Like, okay, they'll see a shoe that came out 5 years ago, goes for $600, but you got it for $250, and they'll just tell you like, oh yeah, I just did StockX scan half off, so I really got it for free, but I'm just trying to give it to you for $250.
Yeah, see, they give you full reason, make you think like, oh yeah, no, he's really a deal on it right now.
They will say something like the stock. I'm doing a StockX backdoor. I'm like, that don't make no sense, bro. Like, how are you backdooring StockX? I'm like, how you?
Bro, literally, bro, I remember that. Like, yeah, bro, I'm spending stock. I'm like, okay, you spend Alibaba, bro.
Facts.
But I'm not gonna hold you, bro. The story I got for them bread toes. So I ordered these bread toes. It was July 2020. Was that 2020? It might be 2020, right? I ordered them joints like July 2020. When I tell you I didn't get them joints, I didn't get those exact shoes until like maybe October. So what happened was, right, I ordered from this shoe plug, right? Shoe plug, gave me shoe plug. He's selling it. I'm like, man, this is good prices too. I gotta tap in. So I tapped in.
What's good prices?
Like, bro, he was. I think I bought it. I might have bought it for like $400 off it. So like $400
at the time.
For red toes, that's like, all right.
You can actually find that. Like,
get brand new. That's what I'm saying. Brand new.
You can find some used ones.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to buy the new used ones. I was like, I'm gonna just fade the shoe plug and a new. So for $400, I was like, that's solid. I'm gonna tap in, right? So I tap in. First of all, it takes me like a long ass time to get the shoes. Like maybe like 2 months. I didn't get the shoes for 2 months. I get the shoe. I open up the box. They're black toes. They're not the red toes. They're real life black toe ones. I open up and I didn't even peep like. And the thing is, he even showed a little video, but he didn't show the toe. Of the thing. So I'm seeing
the same as actually.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, man. I got the joints. Open up the box. There's the black toes.
I'm not gonna lie, I mess with the black toes, but more than those. Though.
But I was just so sick because in my head I was like, I like the bread toes. I wanted the bread toes. So I'm like, bet.
You got a fit for them? You got a fit for the bread toes and everything?
I had everything. I was like, I was ready. I was waiting for the shoe, bro. I was waiting for the shoe. So I ended up getting it. And then not only is it black toe, but the shoe was fake. I tried it. As soon as I got it, I was like, bet, I'm gonna just sell it because I got it right. I tried to sell on Grill. Authentication. I tried to sell like 3 times. Every time it's like, yeah, that bro, it's not working. So I have to pay the eBay joint. Somebody bought that. So and I actually used that money to buy the bread toes, bro. It was so this shoe. I understand exactly what you're saying, like the shoe plugs and things like that. Like it's shout out to you for actually doing it like legitimate, and people will understand it. Like you have the word of mouth, so nobody's gonna be like, oh yeah, don't go to DulHussle because he's not gonna get you real. Like they gonna know you're gonna get the real deal.
But you know one of the worst things is though? When somebody is a legit shoe plug that has fake shoes as well. So now it's like, why do you have? Like, come on, bro.
You're messing up your business. That's not what you're telling for.
There's a lot of people, bro.
Me personally, bro.
There's a lot of people like that, bro.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
One guy get a real shoe, then you get the fake shoe. Like, what's
like going on?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Thank this guy right here, but he put me on a check. What do you call it? I bought a check, bro.
Check.
I ain't gonna lie. So I actually bought a pair of. That's crazy. I bought a pair. Was it bread toes?
Yeah, it was bread toes.
Actually, I bought I didn't buy it.
Yeah.
Bro handed it to me and was like, "Oh yeah." He said, "Oh no, I did. I paid the money, but it was like I was like, hold on, bro. Like I'm gonna wait before the end of the day type thing first, because he ain't know what I was doing. Right. So then he pulled up, took him inside the box, bro, like an inspector, bro. Going look at, he already is like, nah. And then he put out the app though just to make sure. Then I sent it back to bro. I'm like, see, I was already knowing, bro. I just had to make sure you was food, bro. Yeriel and MacPaul got the funds, bro.
Y'all heard it here first. Check, you said?
Check.
Make sure your shoe's not fake, bro.
Yeah,
you got something in the closet, you're not
everything
sure about?
from J's to slides, bro. Everything, bro.
Easy slides,
Yes, bro. Everything can be food, bro.
How you feel about people wearing reps?
I mean, it's to each his own, for real. Because some people.
Reps meaning replicas for those.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, replicas. Yeah.
Some people boldly, admittedly would say, yeah, I wear reps.
Yeah.
But I respect that though.
Yeah, I respect that.
I respect it too because I'm not gonna lie, some shit do be too expensive.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm not wearing reps.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Not wearing reps.
If I can't afford the
I
shoes,
shouldn't be wearing the shoes.
It's not even that. Like me as a person that sells shoes, they'll be like, if he wears reps, what makes him think that his business
It's a moral
reps
thing,
too?
Yeah.
The only valid explanation I ever heard it was from an older person too, like a grown man. He was like, "Yo, I like these shoes. I'm not paying $200 for them.
Right.
I like these shoes. I got it for $15." I'm like, "All right, I guess."
So you think is it an age thing? Like if you 40 and over, you can wear reps? Is that what it is?
I don't think it should be justified in any age group. But if you are like in my age group, bro, like the hell are you doing, bro? Like you can't.
Well, then that's the same. You can say this too, though. So you think it's an age thing. So what about people wearing like fake Louis Vuitton bags?
Bro, these
It's
girls
That's not acceptable.
That's still insane.
That's not acceptable.
I feel like one fake designer is worse than one reps.
It is.
Yeah,
That's you trying to fly. Because the thing about these reps, y'all gotta remember, retail price for these Jordans still be like what 120, 160, like your range. So that's actually within reasonable price.
Right.
When you wear fits, you're not faking a lifestyle as much by wearing them because you can buy those if you can actually find them.
Right.
But designers, like you're actually trying to wear something fake to portray this image, which is insane to me.
I agree with that. I feel like, especially with fake, I feel like fake shoes. I mean, replica shoes. Like, regardless, it still looks like a shoe. Especially if it's a good replica, it's gonna look like a shoe. And not everybody can tell that's a replica type of thing. So I can understand that. But like, the fake design is like you buying the thing even though you know you can't afford it.
Yeah.
So you're trying to buy it for the cheap, and then like it ends up being fake. If you know it's fake, why are you still
Because people
wearing it? You know what I'm saying?
People are not authentic, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like we look around this room, all of us, we can say we can vouch for all of us character. Like, it's not like that. Like anywhere else, like people just try to fake to fit in.
Sure.
And
But some people be like, fake it till you make it, though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think I think Moneybag was like he used to wear fake chains for a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of rappers. Apparently,
Yeah.
some rappers they
Yeah.
used to wear it just so. I feel like in order to, some people rap and they can't just like. They're not always living the lifestyle. They're not all getting money when they first start rapping. You know,
A lot of
You
people
gotta
aren't.
understand though, like 50% of people be forgetting that 50% of like music is personality as well.
Right.
So it's like you being a rapper is not about you being talented; it's about selling an image.
Right.
So you have to do certain things to keep up.
So
with the image.
is it okay for a rapper to wear fake jewelry?
No, it's not. But here's the thing: I witnessed this in real time, bro. Like rappers, like shooting a music video, like one of their mans that has like a lot of money, like one of their friends will front them like hella cash for the video, stuff to flex with in the video, things like that. Give them because it's like you trying to put out this image for you to look good, and it's like at the end of the day, it's almost like a fake it till you make it type thing. Right?
I see what you're saying because it is an industry. Like the industry, you will have to play certain games in order to make it where you want.
Industry cut though, like even look at the way like a lot of women get to blow up through music as well. It's like you get if you put out a certain image for yourself to where you can attract people, all right, cool. Then you'll see them starting to switch to how they really are once they already make it. But on the way there, they acted a certain way.
I can definitely see that. So let's. I want to ask you about like what you've been seeing like when it comes to like the market of shoes. I feel like when we was in high school, you could get it with Roshis. You was locked in. You was straight. If you had some pair of Roshis, a pair of Vans, even a pair of like the up tempos. You was straight. Like you could put together a fit. You could post a fit on IG, be straight. Now I'm seeing high school Dior, Balenci,
That's
Off-White.
crazy, right? I couldn't
like,
survive.
There's no way y'all parents are buying that for y'all. So how will y'all?
At the same time, it goes back to the same conversation. Like that should be fake though. Like
Because sometimes it's real.
Sometimes it do be real, but like you have to realize, like, think about it, bro. Like you're not even old enough to work.
You're
But
not.
think about it. Fake or not though, you trying to do that in high school.
It doesn't make any sense.
Wow.
It's insane.
Like I walked into my old high school Flowers, bro, like a month ago, and like this is like I think this is probably like their first or second week. And every time I go in this, I be trying to be in the cut straight to the back. I don't be trying to see nobody. I gotta go in there, do what I gotta do, get out of there, not trying to see nobody. First thing I walk in, I'm seeing like a group of young fly kids. I'm like, dang, they fly. But I was like, no, you should not be fly.
You should be this fly.
I'm like, bro, track running, and like the way young people wear shoes is like real. You know, it's kids, you wear shoes disrespectfully.
Yeah.
That's like real loosely.
Yeah,
like with
yeah.
anything or like to anything. I'm like, bro, you about to go like imagine like doing recesses like B-22s. Recessing your track runner. No, imagine running another track in your track runner, bro. That's crazy.
You got PE. Like, I know you got gym. Like,
bro,
they balling B-22s. Oh my god, they're in my heart would like break. Like I would just like, bro. I don't know how
we went to Flowers, bro. How many times we walk in Howard's and Flowers, bro? It's just you don't. It's no design nowhere. No type of design.
I mean, y'all went to a different Flowers, so like you couldn't wear that.
You get that junk taken off you.
Yeah.
That was taking shit right. People, they were snatching KDs off of people, bro.
Oh yeah, nah.
Phone parties, KDs, you was just taking off your feet, bro. And there was no snitching either.
Nah, cause actually, bro, imagine because remember the Hellies, people like getting robbed for them things.
Hellies was a huge thing.
And they were wearing their drink to school the next day.
7:45 a.m.
Bro, it wasn't sweet, bro. It was not sweet, bro, back in the day, bro.
I don't know. But the thing is, I'm just wondering because it's like, in order to live this lifestyle, what are these people doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, are they trying to buy fake stuff? Are they
parents scams?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. The youngins is, bro. Y'all gotta understand, bro. When kids learn how to do something, they always find out how to do it better than the others.
Right.
Yeah.
So them 14-year-olds is coming fresh out of middle school, but they are scamming great.
Yeah.
Scamming great.
And mind you, when you do illegal stuff at a young age, you can move so much more freely because there's nothing attached to your name.
Yeah.
So you already know these kids is running it up.
You can't go to jail for it.
You can't. And
also, aside from that as well, think about what you would spend money on at 13, 14 years old. You don't really have an option but to go what? But I'm gonna look cool for the short.
You're not taking no trips.
No responsibility.
You can't buy anything that your parents will visibly be like, whoa. Your parents don't know how much shoes cost.
They know what talking about.
They think, especially if you have a parent, they just gonna think you're wearing sneakers, bro.
Oh, see.
Big shoes.
Every time I wear my phone runners in the crib, my dad's like, this TV's ugly.
Like, they don't understand, bro. They don't understand. It's a different.
Nah, my mom low-key be sharp. She would see me walking. How much is this one?
A new shoe with another pair of shoes, another one.
My dad says I walk with different confidence depending on what I'm wearing. He said that's how you know my stuff be expensive, bro. I'm like, what do you mean?
One day I came home, my dad was talking about, oh yeah, like imagine you were buying Louis Vuitton. Mind you, the Louis Vuitton I flipped for my birthday. I was sitting there. I'm just waiting, bro. So I'm just sitting there talking. I'm just looking like, oh, okay, I can see my shoes.
So, dude, my question for you is like, what do you see it going like? Now, honestly, like even in college, bro, usually the time in college, bro, you used to be straight if you was wearing the silver bullets, like Air Max 97 silver bullets, or like Yeezys. But now it's like a different. Cause is it at a certain point we can't? What else we gonna be wearing? Or what are we gonna be wearing in 5 years? What do you think the shoe market is gonna be looking like down the line?
I don't know because I think that question it just depends on time for real. Like with all this like inflation shit going on, I think it depends on that because I don't know if y'all just heard that we about to get into some political shit or something. But I don't know if y'all just heard, but it just increased the interest rates on some shit on like housing and shit. Just interest rates, period. So I think with that, more shit is gonna get expensive.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So people are still gonna have to bear with the shit that they already have with interest rates increasing. So as far as like shoes, I say like in the next 5 years, people are wearing like I don't know if y'all seen like them new Da Vinci shoes or just design. I know
you talking about they like design all weird and stuff. Yeah, I know. I don't even know what brand it. But I just remember seeing a pair where it's like it's not even like a connected shoe. It's like foam runners, but it's like imagine like the open spaces like all over it. Like it's all weird. You know what I'm saying? Like the shoes are looking a lot differently now.
Nowadays, they would be into like more of that kind of stuff. Like
what do you think it's called? I gotta look this up.
I think Da Vinci. I don't know what they are.
Bro, fashion today is just you just gotta make it weird enough to make it be cool.
That's the thing, though. I think Kanye has a big influence on fashion nowadays.
No, it's huge. It's huge. Like a lot of shoes. The thing is, even with a lot of these designer shoes, a lot of them are starting to look the same.
Question for you though. Not for real, bro. Like y'all gotta understand them, bro. But let's see, there's like 100 different alterations within everybody else's.
Exactly.
But question for you, because you said you was talking about like the college, like fashion market, whatever.
Right.
What exactly do you mean? Like, what do you think people gonna be wearing in college? Like, I don't think that. I think people in high school are starting to get drippier in terms of sneakers than college.
I can see that. I feel like the people in college, they kind of understand. Like, you old enough to a point to know, like,
colleges are broke.
Yeah, we got plenty of other things to be spending our money on. So I see what you're saying when you think about it like that. Yeah.
And then one thing I noticed too as well is that like a lot of this is also like a DMV thing. Like I worldwide, social media wise, of course, everywhere. Like in terms of like the sneakers specifically, like the designer kicks thing.
Right.
And like in the DMV, like that's you may see people in college, I'm saying, on the same type of time.
Right.
Because you came fresh out of the county where everybody was doing it. But like me at Howard, like walking around, like people fly is not attached to how expensive what you're wearing at all, or even the brand.
No, I don't even think it's a DMV. I think it's like a made like because I feel like New York part is saying.
Because New York and Tim, New York people be in Tim, they be in Air Force.
People actually
New York be scamming, like they be doing the same thing.
But they mostly thrift out there. Like all that shit is thrift.
You know how it trickles down bad from north to south in New York, right? If somebody, I'm gonna just say, start to fit off a B-22, right? You used to be a B-22. They would actually have a nice fit from top to bottom, a nice little tee, nice little jeans. As you make your way down here, what do we wear with B-20? White tee and jeans. Just don't say to y'all that I'm a white tee YouTuber. I'm saying we're not styling with it, bro. The shoe is the
main thing. Yeah, that's what you're saying. Yeah,
it depends though.
Facts though, because if you go sorry to cut you off, but if you go to a function. People's wearing like white beaters, jeans, and then some Balenciagas.
Yeah, that's not how the shoes were intended to be.
Yeah. But man, that be slandering white tees. White tees already top.
We slander white tees. No slander to white tees.
White tees are
always up. But I feel like you can always do that. Like that's why I like white tees because it's like people be trying to do too much with the fit. People be trying to go everything got to be designer. But I don't like you said. People don't understand. Like as long as you put it together. Well, it's not about what you're wearing type of thing. Like you just gotta put together, you gotta look sweet. You know, it don't really gotta be the brand.
I ain't gonna lie though, like as much as I'm saying like this right now, I don't have time to be putting nothing together, bro. Like me, if I'm trying to bust down, bro, like bro,
the only colors he wears are all the colors on his body right now.
Yeah. Black, gray,
and white.
I see that though. Because even looking for fits and trying to just like put together different color combinations, it's like, bro, I got a concept project I gotta do. I don't have time to be looking on.
I got crazy, like, bro. I think this past year, I've just been gotten crazy, like, busy. Yeah. So I have no time to really just sit down and just look at fits. And actually,
I'm definitely trying to incorporate color. I think this year it was my goal to incorporate
more color. Yeah,
I love ET though. I love ET.
Yeah, actually, I'm wearing green. I
ain't gonna lie, bro. When I'm thinking about like I'm about to go out. I never once been thinking about what's going to be up here. That's solved. It's about picking shoes.
The shoes are always the first thing I pick, low key.
Like I already know. All right, white tee or black tee. Okay. Black tee stars or gray tee stars. Okay. What's the kicks though? That's it.
Simple.
I don't know what I'm thinking when I'm thinking about fits. I'm just thinking about. I'm like, what can I do different this time?
Oh, you're one of those, bro.
Yeah, I gotta hit it. I like clothes, so it's like, okay, I'm different this time. Then I look at my closet, like, let me buy something.
Bro, a couple hours before this podcast, a girl told me that I should get Ricks. And I was like, do I look like a Ricks type of guy?
What does that mean?
Bro, you know what I'm talking about?
That's a good question. What is a Ricks type of guy?
I am not a fashionable guy, bro. I'm not, bro. Y'all seen that video with Drisky?
Yeah.
I'm not one of those guys, bro. I don't get
misunderstood.
You want to get Ricks?
I'm not misunderstood.
Very understood.
So what? But you just wore.
You know, like take this personal, right? There's some Rick guys, bro.
But you just wore Jaminzi's your last birthday drink, right?
Yeah.
Why can't? What's Jaminzi's Ricks?
What is that?
Those like Gabbana's. You wore those like Gabbana's, you can't wear Ricks.
Ricks is kind of what the girl was saying. Sassy. Ricks is kind of sassy.
Ricks is sassy.
What? Ricks is not sassy, bro.
This is a clip.
Ricks are sassy. Hey, clip this. Ricks are sassy.
Ricks are not sassy.
Ricks are sassy, bro.
No, I think they're sassy. I'm not gonna lie.
How like himself?
How are Ricks sassy?
Because it's like
you talking to a man with Ricks, so I'm
They're not the Ramones. They're not that.
They're different, right?
No knock people who wear Ricks, bro.
They're different.
I got a couple good men who wear the Ricks, bro.
I got no issue with big Ricks.
I got no issue with the Ricks. I think I personally think Ricks is sassy.
I like Ricks. I don't know about sassy.
By sassy, what I mean is like you can't be any type of nigga pulling off Ricks.
Yeah.
So what you saying? You gotta be a sassy nigga.
Okay, sassy nigga.
Sassy nigga.
You definitely gotta have
imagine you with Ricks on. Would you not? You would comment.
But you're already a sassy nigga too.
I'm not sassy. I'm not sassy. If I wore Ricks, you would make a comment about me. You'd be like, damn, I was saying like it would be something. It won't look casual. If the Ricks look like they just go along with your fashion, bro, like come on, bro, like.
You can, but the thing with Ricks, the reason why I like it is because you can put together with a lot of different things. Because it's
might go viral, bro.
Well, we hope so.
I'm Rick the V.
Ricks is sassy, bro.
Ricks are not sassy.
I don't know about sassy, bro.
Ricks are not
Nah,
sassy.
Ricks are sassy.
No.
What else is sassy?
Wait, let me get this off right quick. The only reason I'm saying Ricks are sassy is because the one person that always wears Ricks that we associate is Cardi. And Cardi's a sassy nigga.
That's
what I'm point though.
I support. Look, Ricks are not. I don't know why you think they're sassy.
They're not
sassy. Like they're solid shoes.
Since when, bro?
Okay, let's say this. You said Playboy Cardi got some Ricks. Okay, could you see No Cap that's in Ricks?
Yeah. I'm perfect.
That's a bad example. He'd do something like that. Just the view. He'd go put a play on words about it. Who's like a real.
I don't like a.
You would not see Gucci Mane in no Ricks.
Who?
You want to see Gucci Mane in no Ricks, bro.
Can Gucci Mane be dressed?
Yeah,
Gucci Mane.
It gotta be somebody who be dressed.
See, let's let rap like a dress.
And I ain't gonna say money bag. He the sassiest of them all, bro.
Because
I can see Future in Ricks.
I can't.
I can see that.
What?
I can't.
I can see
I can see Future in Ricks.
No, but Future be trying to force the fashion sometimes, though, bro. Just to show that he's Future, though. That's a bad example.
That is a fact, though.
But a lot of rappers do that.
I mean, because he be trying to say like he did that, bro.
I can't see young boy in no Ricks. I promise you, I can't see
Young
young boy in no Ricks, huh?
Young boy wear mostly Jordans, though.
That's what he wears.
He wears why?
He's a real nigga, bro. Like that's why.
Can Young Boy dress though?
Yeah, young boy can't really. I don't think he really dressed. He just matches colors. That's not really
But
dressing.
you know what we're trying to say though. Like they're a little sassy.
I will say, women love Ricks.
Hey, prepare
Women love Ricks.
5-car takes on Ricks being sassy.
That's all right.
Fashion warriors, I know you're coming after me, bro. It's okay. Bid me while you can now, bro. You see,
Ricks are sassy, bro.
If you see Austin Ricks, we understand.
Mike is G flip, bro. I'm saying he gonna style. You gonna see.
Watch this beat that fits bro. You might have
He'll do that on purpose. He's actually gonna do that.
Yeah.
He's gonna do that so people can start commenting. You said Ricks are sassy.
Not us saying the ring.
So my question for you, dude, right? All right, bet. So you saw a whole bunch of shoes, right? When it comes to like you and like your fashion, like what you try to put on, like, how do you pick the shoes you're gonna be wearing? Like, what makes your style you?
What I be putting on? Well, mostly what I be wearing like essentials. Like all I wear is essentials for. And people will, like if my brother and my cousin was here, they would tell you like, oh, this dude wears essentials. Like it gets to the point where they told me stop wearing essentials.
Yeah, bro.
I like essentials.
Essentials is tough though.
I like the chill aspect of it, but it's still being fly.
Yeah.
That's why when I discovered essentials hoodies, like I'm like, bro, like I must get every color.
Yeah.
Because the fact that this is like thick oversized, throw that joint on real quick.
And it looks sweet. And you can wear with so many different types of fits.
It's like I literally use my essentials hoodie as like my trap hoodie, bro. Like I literally throw that joint on for anything. It has that slight fashion to it. That's why I like it.
I see that. So is it the same with shoes? Is shoes, do you try to keep it simple, or what do you think when it comes to shoes?
Nah, shoes. When I be buying shoes, it mostly just be like, I either buy a shoe because I think it's real nice, or I'll buy a shoe because when I couldn't afford it, I didn't get it. Yeah. So I need it now.
Right. I'm bro, I got cool grades.
Right.
I literally just wanted it because I always wanted
Facts. The 11s?
Yes.
Yeah, it's facts. I got it there too.
Nah, they ever released a tattoo?
I only won like once ever.
Really?
The cool grade, like I only won once.
For the times I couldn't afford it.
What are your grails?
Grails?
Yeah.
What are my grails? My God, I have no idea for real. Like, what are some shoes that
you really want?
It will probably be the duo, the pine green and the core purples.
Really?
Yeah, 1.0s. I'm trying. I actually want like ones in all like the colors. Like you know how there's red toe. Yeah, I want in all the colors.
Did you start your collection while around?
Yeah, I did. I sold them all.
Oh my God.
I swear to God, money was low. I was an upcoming reseller. I was trying to get. I had to choose the inventory over the.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
That's a sacrifice. Like you could talk
I had a
about.
picture on
Did you
my
have
phone.
an album resell once?
Yes, I did. Absolutely.
What's the most you ever like?
Drop on a shoe?
Yeah, no, sold a shoe for.
Oh, sold a shoe for? Well, you know, I sell more than shoes though. So I was selling. I mean, for a shoe, I think it was it was either the Off-White 5s or the Off-White 4s.
I believe that.
Okay, yeah.
Probably was forced. The sales.
Yeah, sales was going crazy.
It was a sales. I think it was probably like 1.4. 1.4.
I didn't. See, even to get into sales now, I don't even know how you're gonna get them.
I don't think
you have to buy them.
Yeah,
Resell.
OC resell, but that's like 2. I won't put it like 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Sales?
Yeah.
Especially
They still 2?
sizes, like because it's a women's shoe, so you gotta buy like a 12 if you were 10 and a half.
Yeah.
So if a nigga is a fucking 12, you have to get 13
13
and a half, and it's only like a couple made.
480. So you said you sell more than shoes. What else do you sell?
PS5. And when that PS5 came out and niggas did not have it, I was taking it back.
How was you getting it?
Still don't have them.
How I get?
Yeah.
I bought off people, and I did not. I remember one time I went on the PlayStation website, but it was a new card that I got, and it just declined because of security purposes.
Oh.
So I was about to get one for retail, but no. And I actually camped out for one.
Oh, for real?
Camped out for one. Me and my cousins, we was at Annapolis Best Buy.
How long was you camping out for? How long?
I think it was a whole day. But I'm not the type of nigga that will camp out, but if it's worth the money, I'm camp out.
Yeah.
So we got a PS5 there, and I think we also got, I don't know if you guys know what it is, but a GPU. Graphics processing unit.
That's when the chips are all.
Yes. And we have bought that joint for like.
Time out. This is not okay.
Yeah.
You just think about it, bro. What type of mic? He's a shoe plug. What type of wholesaling? Bro, they broke the market up for life, bro. They sell everything. Why are you thinking? Let me go buy a GPU.
A GPU.
So I can sell it to somebody.
3 steps ahead. Like,
how do you feel when people say sneaker resellers fucked up?
Fucked up.
Let's really get into this conversation.
Yeah, I know people want to hear that. Like, how do you do you feel attacked?
Do I feel attacked? Sometimes.
Because with a small reseller we used to do, I used to just hide. Like, I used to hide like that.
And matter of fact, even like, do you think when it comes to like shoes, like even the market, even with PS5s, this is a resale market for PS5s now. You still can't get a PS5 because they're not on the shelves.
Facts.
You used to be able to get PS4s all over. You can get a PS4 right now, but you still can't get it with the PS5. And it came like what 2 years ago. I think. Do you think like the resale is the reason why that happened? What do you think is also the reason why? What do you think is resale is the reason why shoes is like this, or do you think it's just like the shoes itself? Do you think it's just the culture?
Okay, my thing is, if Nike wanted you to have the shoe, they would make 1 million shoes and put it in each store.
I know it's tight. We got the same 24 hours. We got the same 24 hours.
Like, mind you, we're buying this shoe for like $160, $180 retail, but it only costs Nike like $20, $30 to make the shoe.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, if it's only $30 and they're a multi-billion-dollar company, make all of them joints. Like, it should, Nike.com should never say sold out. They want all their people to, and I definitely know Nike is backdooring the people too.
Basically, what he's saying is Nike scamming y'all too.
Yeah, I mean, but I get what you're saying though, because it's like due to the reason that Nike isn't selling a lot, in order for you to get the shoe, you have to go through a resale. Like,
right.
That's the only way for you to do it. Mm-hmm. So I kind of get why, and it's like if you're gonna be making the money, not only with inflation, things like that, things are gonna keep going up.
Right.
Do you think inflation is also playing a role in the resale business, or you think it's like
like recently, it just started this year. I don't know if y'all noticed, but Air Force Ones used to be $90. Now they're $110, and they just raised it up to $120.
I've seen 130. I've seen 130.
Okay, 130 is kind of crazy. I might actually start
for Air Force One.
I might actually start cleaning my pairs, bro.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I ain't gonna. Every time I can travel somewhere with the forces, I do them the way before I left. Really? Go home, get another one.
And if y'all haven't noticed, Air Force Ones be sold out too.
Yeah, they do.
Like if you go to Atlanta, you're not finding it in store.
Wow.
I'm kind of frustrated that you as a shoe plug can sell forces like that. Like, why didn't you have forces on hand and be able to sell them?
Yeah, because like forces is supposed to be like the common dream. How
can
get a football?
How do you have Air Force?
Well, first of all, it works in different ways. Because when I sell my forces, out the store they're like $120. I get my forces discounted, so I just buy them discounted, sell them for like $10 less than what you buy from in the store. So it's not like it's a win-win. So it's like I'm scamming.
I'm not even saying you're scamming. It's just the fact that now we have to go through a shoot.
Why do you have a market for Air Force One?
Air Force One should be. I can go to Foot Locker right this second and get one right now.
Can you go to Foot Locker and honestly get anything right this second?
But
the thing is, okay, I understand what you're trying to say, but like he said, we all have the same 24 hours. So if I'm getting shoes, I'm just working a little bit harder.
Wow! He said just a little bit.
I got 30 minutes I'm just working a little bit harder.
45 minutes into the podcast, the shoe finally came out.
Tell the story about the Nike ski mask you posted for sale, bro. What happened, bro?
So you're the reason why they sold out.
Bro, the fact that you resell a ski mask, what the fuck? I ski mask.
I definitely posted some Nike ski masks.
At what price? At what price?
I posted them at $120.
120? Nah, you're a criminal.
You're a criminal. How many shit? That was one of your most viral posts, right?
Yeah, it was actually.
120, bro? How much did they resell?
Retail?
I
did not get it for retail, so I do not know.
Retail like I think
$50.
$50,
120.
I ski mask doubled it.
At one point, it was going for like 85 solid.
Who were all shiesty like that, bro?
Because of this.
I had famous people commenting on that joint. At checks and all that, like going crazy.
For real? You put out on TikTok?
Nah, I did not.
Instagram, bro.
Instagram?
Yeah.
Good traction. Great motion.
That's so
motion,
bro. And I didn't take it out because it just brought attention to my page.
Yeah.
So did any sell?
I sold all of them for $120. I swear to God.
So people saw the post, knowing how much they actually
cried how outrageous was as they were typing their credit card. They were crying as they typed their credit card number.
This is the problem.
But the thing is, the reason why y'all are able to do this is because people are done. Look at this. 120 for a ski mask, we're still going to buy that joint, bro. Like, that's so crazy. I mean, 144 comments.
Let me see.
The insights. Hold on. Close to 3K shares.
Bro.
In shares?
In shares.
2,953 shares.
Wait. I think niggas said this in my chat. I think niggas said this in my chat. What the fuck?
They was on my head that day. They was like, man, they was saying crazy shit. At the end of the day, like,
you're making the money, so like people can say what they want.
Bro, them joints sell, bro. It's like if I commented something hateful and the joint sold, I would come back and commend you, bro.
There's no way.
I'm
sure like half of those comments of people saying this is outrageous, and the joint still sold out.
Definitely.
How do you feel about people with bots?
Bots?
Do you use bots?
I tried to bot before, but I was just never really good at it. I'm not gonna lie. But people botting, it's done. I'm not gonna lie. I buy off a hella botters.
Really?
Buy off a hella botters.
So the bot market, like I feel like people a lot of attribute to that. A lot of the reason why the resale business is the way it is, because bots, you can't even even with Telfar, people complain you can't get a Telfar because the bots are already bots. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, do you think that is there a way for us to live? Like in 5 years, is bots gonna be ruling the world? So how do you think bots?
Actually,
they can patch it if they want to. Bro.
Nah, they most definitely.
Yeah, they bot protection.
Yeah, there's bot protection.
You know what's funny? Women didn't care about the sneaker reselling price until Telfar. Then they started wanting. Then they wanted to cry.
That's it. We've been waiting for years.
Then they wanted to cry. Then they wanted to cry, and then now we're both on the couch. I was crying by myself. Now we're both crying.
Bro, the time when Telfars are going crazy on the timeline, bro, this resale business is crazy. This is insane.
Yeah.
We could have used this 5 years
ago. We could have. Stop these niggas.
It's not important until they say it's important.
Yeah, but I'm saying.
At the same time, like, I do understand, like, I'm a consumer and I be selling. Yeah. So I understand both sides. Like, sometimes I'll be selling the shit, I'll be like, it's no way this is $2,000. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, I'm just the middleman. I just get the product, I'm trying to sell it. There's no me, I be having, like, it's not on the same thing, but I be having, like, when I be selling PS5s, people be breaking their own PS5s trying to come to me. I'm not technical support. I'm not Go to Sony. Like, yeah, bro, the joint just turned off right in the middle of right when I was, and that was literally the night after 2K23 dropped. And he was like, the joint just turned off. I was like, yeah, because you stayed up all night playing that joint. The joint overheated.
Bro, DulHussle on the behalf of Best Buy.
What got him in Geek Squad? No way. Nah, I feel like it's really crazy to see how like being so like even with the market when it comes to this clothes, fashion, whatever it is, like it's just interesting to see how everything intertwines, whether it's bust, whether it's resale, everybody, because regardless, you're still gonna want the stuff. So you're gonna pay what you want to get, and you're gonna work hard, you're gonna work the extra shift so you can get that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's gonna be a cycle, but it's like, what can we really do about it? All you can do is make your money.
As bad as we think the market is getting, where things are going bad, it's really just it's not actually getting bad. It's just shifting in a new direction, bro.
Yeah.
Like, the things that regular people once were able to have, bro, is only being shifted into like a certain class.
Right.
Like because a pair of fours, some off-white fours now can cost $1,500.
Right.
Somebody can now equate that to like you wearing like another expensive shoe. Now that becomes like high fashion.
Right.
Back in the day, rather Jordans was like some cool little feel. You got some J. No, now certain Jordans you can use them as high fashion.
Yeah, fashion.
I want to bust down. I can wear some red toe lunch because I know the value.
They know.
The ones that are going back down, are they still up?
They're still up.
They're still up.
Yeah,
are they still up? Ones?
Those?
Like just ones.
Nah, they're down.
They're down.
Really? All of them? Is it just like
Most of them drop detrimentally. But as
I just
far
thought
as
of this good question. Has the recession messed up?
affected the...
Yeah. I just thought this crazy. It just came to my head right now at this moment.
It's so crazy.
It's an inside joke for you. I don't know.
The recession, has it affected reselling? I would say, yeah, it did, because, once the recession came, everybody's like, prices are high, but they're only giving us this much. So we really got to save our money. So at that point, I realized, like, okay, sales is not really banging every day, because at one point, every day I at least averaged like 7 to 8 sales, maybe as most like 10 a day.
You're a walking store.
So I was just like, yeah, I can get used to this.
Yeah.
But then once the recession started coming in, I'm like, hold up, I just want a whole day just content creating.
Yeah.
So I was trying to be productive, but I made 3 TikToks, but no shoes sold.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, at that point you gotta realize, like, that's chill, that's fine, you get some shoes a day, but you gotta switch up your ways. Either you get some nice looking, so that's when I realized I gotta get some nice looking shoes, but just on the cheaper side.
Yeah.
So that's when I started buying like dunks, cheap dunks, shit like that. Yeah. And also I be doing like other stuff where I be basically like, how can we say, consigning. So I'll give someone my shoes, or I'll give someone I trust my shoes that they can get off for the high. And I'll be like, you just take 20% off of that and give me what I want.
Okay.
Okay, that's smart business right there.
So, and then people like gold. People are still buying off of gold. People are still buying off, because something that someone told me about the recession is you don't know you're in a recession until someone tell you. Like, if you're a fucking millionaire, you're not gonna think that there's a recession until someone comes to you and say, because money's coming in for you, but it's not coming in for them.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay. So there's other people, they're
So is the
spending.
recession a mental thing?
I'm just saying, it's a financial thing.
This is how we force a hot take out of you. I got 2 questions for you, bro. First, bro, were you aware about StockX selling food shoes before everybody else was?
Definitely.
Oh gosh, bro. Why don't
So
you
we
explain
was
that?
First of all, I never bought shoes on StockX. And just like how I tell you, there might be people in the DMV that, and this pertains to that too, there might be people in the DMV that sell fake shoes, and I will not tell you that. I'm not going to out a nigga and say they sell fake shoes, because that's just not me. I'm not going to downplay someone else. If you want to do business with them, we'll do business with them.
Mm-hmm.
But if you come to me and ask me, do they sell fake shoes, or I just got some shoes for this, can you check for me? We'd be like, yeah, those are fake. So I'm not going to go and out StockX and say they sell fake shoes. Yeah. But if they sold me a fake shoe, I'm outing them.
Don't play with me type of thing.
It's like a mind my business type shit. That's really what you got to do in this life.
And the second question, what do you want to be referred to as? Like, do you want to be called a shoe? Do you like when people call you a shoe? Like, what do you want to be called? Like, what is
reseller?
Do you get irritated when people call you like it's just a shoe? Like what? Yeah.
No, I didn't really pay no mind. To me, like, I'm not gonna lie, I got a big ego in me. So as far as like people saying, yo, Dul, I be walking in the mall, people be trying to die, yo, DulHussle, shit like that off of the TikTok shit. So as far as I'm talking like Dul shoe plugs,
that's a celebrity right
He's
here.
big in this industry.
nah, I be trying to be like, okay, this is something I can get used to.
Right.
But nah, I have no. I don't feel no type of way. Like I like them calling me shoe plug. You can call me a reseller. You can call me whatever you want.
So regardless, you make money. So it's like
you don't really care.
It's not even that. That's just my profession. Like that's what I do.
Yeah. How many shoes have you ever had at one? Like what's the most you had at one point?
At one point?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
no, I'm talking of a certain shoe. One shoe.
Oh, one shoe.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah.
I think my biggest bulk to date is probably some Yeezy slides.
How many pairs did you have?
I think I have like 180.
180?
I had bought it all off of a bottom.
So crazy.
Did he have more?
Yeah, he had more too.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So how like the market is just
Bro,
like
you have more inventory than the store.
one person has 180 shoes. You know what I'm saying? So like, and that's one bot. So it's like, how are we supposed to get?
He had more than 180 though.
Well,
That's
that's
insane.
That's insane.
I'm saying like even when the store drops it, they don't even have 180.
They don't.
Well, I mean that's why people bought different websites. Like you bought Foot Locker, bought Foot Action, you bought Champs.
But what I'm saying, like you verbally saying you had 180 is literally saying I destroyed the market. Like that's literally like that's economics 101 right there, bro.
But it's not me destroying the market. First of all, I paid over retail, so I didn't buy it from retail.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm paying what you guys would pay too, just adding a little convenience because I can get it to you.
Right.
Yeah.
The bots not. Yeah, you can't. Not everybody has access to trying to get the
Right.
bots. I see what you're saying.
Damn.
And then before bots used to be expensive, they used to be like 5K, 6K. Bot used to be like
You can resell bots too.
Yeah, you
that's
can
that's,
resell
that's a whole
bots.
nother business.
That's a whole business,
Yeah.
Bro,
And you have some people that make their own bots.
everything is reset.
We try to get into the bot. We didn't get it working.
Nah, the body's just crazy, bro. Like, there's just too much.
Yeah,
Like,
you gotta buy the proxies.
server, you gotta buy.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie though, if you already one of those tech guys where you just have that set up like going 24
Yeah, I would do that.
But nobody just has like a
It's
server
cool.
and stuff set up. Like,
You could, like, you really could.
If that's your life, if you already like one of those computers, like that's calm. But having to try to set up to buy each time,
Yeah,
it's
do
like,
that. Yeah, it's
And
not.
people proxies, like, you have to buy your proxies beforehand type shit. So, like, that's something that I didn't figure out until, like, I finished buying for, like,
okay.
the good proxies are sold out 2 weeks before the drop. So you're setting up your bot 2 weeks before the drop. Like, the night before, bar you're setting up 2 hours before you go to bed tight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even use your own laptop, bro. Like, I mean, you can if you want to, but if you want to be productive, like, you have to go down to a cloud server, get on the cloud server, download the bot on the cloud server. Like, it's not even
You
like.
can clip yourself on a bot. Like, if you keep on like refreshing the page on like let's say Easy Supply, they can ban you from their website. Yeah, nice.
For how long?
Forever.
Wow.
They ban your IP address.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like, we also got IP, man.
For where?
Huh?
For where?
Easy Supply.
Facts.
Is that why Easy Day never worked?
Oh, no.
Oh,
that's a scam.
Oh, Easy Supply. I was not
But
sure.
me personally, I've never bought a shoe online. I think. Oh no, I have. I've only bought off of like sneakers and Nike. But as far as like Easy Supply, Foot Locker, I've never bought a pair online.
I got 2 questions. One, when it comes to like the shoes you buy, for the shoes that you want yourself, do you ever buy shoes like you just buy one pair of shoes for yourself, or is it every time you buy from other, like you buy a wholesale, then you grab a pair, or do you ever buy it for yourself? What do you think?
Now I buy a pair for myself, because I might not get my size in that bulk,
Right.
so I'll just go ahead and find it, or I'll just take like if I got a 10, I'll ask my friends, can I switch it out? Because my cousins they resell too, so it's like a good thing that they resell for me because it's just like a family thing. If they're getting money with me and it's in the same business,
Yeah,
so we can relate on a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And then my second question was like, how did you learn how to like market yourself? I think something you do real interesting is like how you set up all the shoes.
Right.
That's something that because people like, bro, how do you get all them shoes? And like people want, oh yeah, he clearly got them all, so I'm about to go to him.
Yeah, he be having all the shoes laid out.
Laid out.
Hiding his face.
Yeah. So how did you learn how to really market yourself when it comes to like, social media? Because people really don't understand how important social media is, especially now when it comes to like marketing your business.
First of all, I'm like a quick learner. So if I see something, and I'm real creative in my head. So when I see something, I automatically think, how can I, like still till this day, if you ask me if my setup on my page you might say it's great. You might say it's perfect.
Right.
And like I'm trying to do that, but I'm just gonna think like this could be better,
It can
bro.
always be better.
I'm not gonna lie, this could always be better because I'm just like there's just something that's just like in me like this could be better, this could be that. But as far as like me taking my pictures of my shoes, people used to think I actually stopped. So I actually took a picture with some shoes. I think it was the Red Thunder 4s.
Okay.
I took the picture in like either January or December. And I had stopped taking pictures from like January all the way up until like recently. Because people used to say that I used to just flex. Like I just did those pictures to flex. And that wasn't really the flex. Like I feel like if I tell you I have 100 pairs of shoes, you're not gonna believe me.
Mm-hmm.
But if I show you, you're gonna believe me.
Yeah.
So it's just like that. Like I don't really like the concept of flexing, like all of that. It wasn't really me.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't really trying to give that. So I had to stop and really think like, how can I do this different? But then again, that's when I saw my customer started drifting away. Like he might say he got this, but he really don't. So I'm gonna just go ahead and go to this guy, go to that guy. I'm like, I don't really want that no more. So I'm just I was gonna make like a whole post about it for real. I was like, you know what, bro? I'm just gonna keep doing me and just like I know what I'm doing, so I don't really gotta.
I mean, I think the damn things and faces because like with you, those pictures,
Right.
it just added to your credibility.
Right.
The thing is, like, you could post a shoe for 2 weeks,
Right.
and at one point, I'm be like, he's still selling these shirts.
Right.
Like, he just came out 2 weeks ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, at the end of the day, you use that to build your credibility, and credibility has been built type shit. So like, you posting a picture of some shoes that are coming out next week, and you selling them for a month straight. People can't sit there and be like, you selling fakes.
Yeah, because you got
Because
it.
they seen it.
And when I post a picture, I mean, like it'd be like people sending it in their group chats like this nigga real life don't miss. It'd be like this guy does not miss. Like Mr. Don't Miss. He always touches. Don't cop off my mans.
Right.
Like yeah, I'm just like yeah, thank you. Like, I really appreciate the love. I made a post to the guy. I was like appreciate the love. I'll be sharing my shit. Keep on it because you send it to him. Be like, okay, cool. Then he can refer another person to me. You can refer another person to me. Word of mouth is crazy. That's how I built literally all my clientele.
That's amazing.
Word of mouth.
The biggest quality that I admire about this guy though is consistency, bro. Like he don't stop. Like he just don't stop, bro. Like everybody's been like one thing about our area is like businesses are a phase type thing. Everything everybody do is a phase. Like there's a fall off. There's a take a break. There's a come back. There's a chill. There is no, but under no circumstances will this guy go without posting some shoes, bro.
Solid, bro.
And I had setbacks before, definitely, but I never sat down and was like, I'm not gonna. Because there've been some times where I feel like in everybody's business, there's a time where people is gonna be like, do I even really want to do this anymore? Right. Or is this really my passion?
What was that point for you?
It probably was. January of 20, I don't even know. It was the beginning of my 12th grade year. Okay. So that year.
And that pandemic year?
No. Yeah, pandemic.
Yeah, pandemic year. That January. Yeah. That's when I was like, nah, I don't know if I really want to do this. Because there's just so many setbacks, and I was getting real irritated. Mind you, I was a 16, 17-year-old, and I was just like, why is all of this shit happening? I really didn't know real world shit yet.
Yeah. How'd you overcome that?
I had to learn sense. I really had to learn sense. And mind you, I got like, it's just me and my brother, and I got two sisters, but they're older than me. My mom and dad are like straight African, like they don't know anything, and they're pretty like on the old side. Yeah. So they're not really sharp to shit that happened in high school, shit that goes on. So it's just me and my brother trying to figure out how to combat this. How can we move different? Because when you're selling 50 shoes, you gotta move different. Yeah. You can't really be letting niggas know like everything about you, where you stay, this and that.
Shoes, people will kill for shoes.
Yeah, people will kill for shoes.
People will kill.
So I'm just like, I really had to sit down and just think what I should do. It would be times where like, I gotta pick and choose who I can sell to, this and that. Where can I go? I created like a little concept, like right now, where I sell shoes. I'll meet you. I got like 2 meetup spots. One, if I know you and you're a regular customer. Another one where I don't know you. And I already told y'all about that. It's that police station. If I do I swear to God, bro.
Wait, was that the podcast or was that before we?
I think it was before the podcast.
Before the podcast. I can't record that. You record that?
If I don't know you, I am meeting you at the police station. And I won't tell you it's a police station. Yeah. I'll just send you the 550 Crescent Road, Greenville, Maryland.
Oh, you remember that
20770, bro. I will send you that address in a blink of an eye, and you're not gonna go and look like what it is. You're just gonna type in your address and press go.
Go pull up like, oh, this ain't
Right. And some people be like a little iffy about it. I'm be like, bro, if you're a good business, you're gonna meet me here. And then if I continue to see that you're a good business, I'll meet you over there fast.
Yeah.
But as far as, if you're already showing that you don't want to meet up here, why am I going to meet you again?
Exactly.
If you can't meet like common sense. It's just common sense.
So did you have people trying to take advantage of you in the business?
Not advantage, but I did figure out recently that I am like, since I figured out that I'm creative recently, actually. So I know people be trying to like tip off of me, like get some tips off of me, trying to copy what I do. But at the end of the day, I like that shit because it's like I feel like I'm doing something right.
Yeah. And that's good. Like even if you share knowledge, little tips and things.
Yeah,
like even if you tell somebody, people aren't gonna be able to replicate and do it the way you do. Like what's to say you have a certain drive that everybody got. You know what I'm saying? I think that's definitely like something to be very proud of. I feel like I wish I had like. Cause you said about being, you mentioned earlier about being creative and things like that, like, and things about like not when you think some people like, oh yeah, this is good, this is perfect, but you in your head is like, nah, this is not done yet. It can be better. But I think more people need to kind of adopt that mindset, myself included. Like things can be better than what it is. I feel like we get into a spot where it's like, oh, nah, let's just be mediocre. Let's just as long as if it works, it works. You know what I'm saying? But in order for you to elevate and keep going, you gotta have that kind of drive. You gotta keep thinking, nah, this can be better. This can be better. So definitely shout out to you for that.
You grazed over something very important, and like I be preaching to everybody about this, bro. Like helping out somebody else does not affect your business. That's not how like the earth operates.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like you helping people is just good for you, good for the community type of thing, right? You putting somebody else on game, showing them how you do something is not removed from you doing it. It just helps them tap into their own market and do it. There's too many people on this earth for anything you're doing to be co-aligning. That's why competition is kind of like weird. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all don't have. Everybody has their own market type thing. There'll always be somebody else.
You know different people. You're gonna be connected to different people. Like
the way I like to say it is like me lighting your flame does not extinguish my flame.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's very simple.
what can we expect next from DulHussle?
You expect a lot of shit, bro. I'm really about to dive into some big shit.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Should I say it?
Go ahead, say it.
Say it if you don't want to do it in the drink. I take it.
Okay. Well, I wanted to get into like
just time out before you say it. Just know that they had to make it to the end of the episode to hear this anyway. So
right.
So give them a drop.
But yeah, I really wanted to get into like just bigger stuff, but I done built up the capital to the point where I got stuff sitting, I got money sitting that I'm not even touching because I don't need to, and I want that to make me money. Because it's the point of becoming wealthy is your money is making money for you.
Right? Exactly. Yeah.
So I really wanted to dive into like real estate and rental cars.
Yeah,
definitely. I actually was talking to my other friend. He sells shoes to GSM Kicks, and he just started his fucking rental car business. I was like, I was real life talking to him outside of the Target for like 2 hours straight, telling him like, can you start this? Because I peeped, he has a nice ass car.
Right.
Mm-hmm. He got a Benz. I'm like, bro, you drive a Benz and you got another car? Throw that shit up on Turo. So like that's how the conversation started, and he finally did it. So yeah, I'm definitely proud of him for doing that.
Congrats.
Listen, man, we got a real businessman, some real people who, and there's a lot of gems in this podcast. I hope y'all made it to the end.
Yeah, I wish y'all did too, man. This is a good one.
Definitely a good one. Anything you want to say to you, like your supporters? Anything you want to say to people supporting you, your fans, anything like that?
Nah, just keep this shit up. Like y'all definitely mean a lot to me. I definitely be looking out for y'all. And y'all definitely make me feel like I'm doing the right thing.
Right.
So that's just what keeps me going, for real.
Y'all want more shoes? Keep supporting, bro. We're gonna keep going.
DulHussle, man.
And I think we done. We knocked this one out.
I think this is good.
That's true.
All right, man. We gone.
We out, man.
Thanks for on the cover with us today.
We out, man.